Hey everybody, it's Kelsey here. Um, okay, so today I am 12 weeks and 4 days along. I know in my last video I said I was going to do one when I was 12 weeks even, which was Friday, because I had my doctor's appointment that day. But let me tell you what happened with that doctor's appointment. What happened was I went in, um, I got all settled into the room, and they came in and did my blood pressure, which was normal. And let's see. And she asked me when my last menstrual period was, and I said July 2nd. And she's like, "Could you be pregnant?" I'm like, "What do you mean, could I be pregnant? That's the reason why I'm here." And she's like, "Oh, well, hold on a second." And so she walked out the room, came back maybe 5 minutes later, and was like, "Well, when they took down your appointment, they put you down as a non pregnant patient, and you just needed your annual exam or whatever. And instead of being a pregnant patient where you needed the doctor for 9 months and a delivery. So, and so anyway, she walks back out. She's like, "Well, let me go see what I can do what the doctor wants to do." So she walks out and she comes back in again 5-10 minutes later and is like, "Well, since they messed up and you're starting your second trimester uh, today, we don't take any patients past 8 weeks." I'm like, "Well, when I called, I was 7 weeks when I made the appointment, and I told them I was 7 weeks, and they said the soonest you could get me in, or the doctor could get me in, was at 12 weeks." And she's like, "Well, she already has all her patients she can take that's delivering in April, because I guess she only allows herself 10 patients for each month, delivery month, and she already had her 10 patients. So she wouldn't take me. So that really sucked. But they gave me another doctor in their practice. She asked me if I wanted a male or female doctor, and I said, "You know what? At this point, I don't even care. I just need to get checked. I'm 12 weeks and I need to have an appointment." And so she found me a doctor, um, a male, in their practice, and she said he's really good and whatnot. And I was like, "All right, well, when can I get into him? I guess. And she said Tuesday, which is today. And so I was like, "Okay, well, I'll take that then." Um, and after doing some research about him, um, and asking people if anyone's been to him, I came to discover that my sister-in-law goes to him. That's her doctor. And so it all worked out. She said she really liked him and I'll be fine with him. He's really good. So anyway, I went to my appointment today with him. I got there and, she asked me all the questions for a first appointment, and he ended up having to go rush and deliver a baby. So I had to wait around till he got back for maybe about half an hour or so. And in that time, she gave me a flu shot, finished asking me questions and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, he got back and he finished talking to me and asking me his questions. Um, and what happened with my son, I don't know if I remember telling you guys if he was um, born at 36 weeks. And when I had him, I didn't have any pain, no contractions. I never once had any Braxton Hicks contractions. Um, and when I went into the doctor's for my 36-week checkup, she said I was in labor and dilated to 5.5. So he is worried this time around that I could have an incompetent cervix, which can result in not even knowing you're in labor. You don't feel contractions. It just kind of dilates on its own without even knowing. So what he said we're going to do about that is usually around 14 weeks they stitch up the cervix. They stitch it closed so it can't dilate at all until those stitches are gone. And he doesn't want to do that yet. He's going to wait. He said after 20 weeks, I'll have pretty much every time I go to the doctor, I'm going to have my cervix checked multiple times after 20 weeks to make sure I'm not dilating. And if I start to, then he's going to stitch it closed. So we'll see how that goes. But that's all that he was worried about, nothing else. Told him about my miscarriage a couple years ago. He wasn't too worried because I'm farther along now than I was. But anyway, so he did a pelvic exam. He did a pap smear, breast exam, all that good stuff. And I really like him. He's a really great doctor. So, you know, it kind of, everything that happened last Friday was kind of for the best. It kind of worked out. And I just feel a lot more comfortable with this doctor. So, anyway, so he did the check and I got back dressed and we went and did an ultrasound. And I was kind of worried just because I haven't seen the baby yet. So, you know, it's always like the pregnancy doesn't really feel real until you see that baby for the first time, you know? And so we get in there and he starts looking around and the baby's just perfect. Right on schedule is what I thought. Exactly 12 weeks, 4 days. So great. And the little bug was moving and kicking all over the place. He kept putting his hands over his face. It was just amazing. The heart rate was about 161. So that's good. Perfect there. Size is perfect. Everything's perfect so far. I have the pictures. I got 2 of them, so I'm going to show you. And it's about the cutest thing you'll ever see. Unless it's your own kids. Sorry, there's a fly flying around. But okay, let's see if I can. Let's see. Right there. Where's my finger? Anyway, you can see him. Her. I say it's a her. Right there. You can see the head, legs, arms, back. And then the second one, right there. Cutie, cutie. But oh my gosh, it was just so cute to see him move. My husband and I were just all smiles. It was really exciting. It felt good to finally see the baby after 12 weeks. So anyway, after that they did a urine test and blood work. I won't know on those. They said if there's a problem, they'll call. If not, I won't hear anything. So hopefully those are normal. She had a really hard time trying to find my vein. My veins are really hard to find in my arms. And she had to have somebody else come because she was poking and moving it around in my arm and still couldn't get it. So I already got a bruise forming and my arm's really sore. And the other nurse came in and finally found it in my right arm. It was just really deep, I guess, but she got it. But my left arm's going to be probably really bruised tomorrow. It's already probably about the size of a dime, or maybe a nickel now. But anyway, so that was my doctor's appointment today. But I am just way happy. I finally got it. And I was so happy to see my baby. And I came home and I showed my little boy the pictures, and he didn't want me to take him away from him. He kept going, baby. So, it was really cute. What else? The doctor, that was really all at the doctor's office. Like I said, I really enjoy the doctor, so I'm really glad that I got switched. Really, really happy. He's very professional, very nice, answers any questions you have. He takes the time. He doesn't, sorry, that was my phone. He takes the time to talk to you. When some doctors are always, you know, hurry, hurry, hurry and get out the door. So anyway, I will do a quick belly shot. Like I said, I'm 12 weeks, 4 days today. I don't know if my belly's gotten bigger since last week when I did my belly shot, but I guess you guys can help be the judge of that. Fix my shirt here. So, there's my belly. for this week. I don't think it's gotten any bigger since last week. So anyway, there's that. Sorry, you can see the buttons on my pants. So there's the belly shot. My face is breaking out horribly, which sucks. My nausea is finally starting to go away. It's been a lot better this week. It's kind of every now and then, every morning, I'll get it sometime every. Sorry. Sometimes I get it in the morning, sometimes I don't, but lately it's been more I don't, so that's good that that's finally going away. My next appointment is a month from today, so on October 28th is when I go back in for my 16-week, and yeah, I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I made a Facebook group page if you guys want to join. I don't know what I named it. I think Baby Sparrow's Journey to Life or something like that. I can put the link in the bar down below. So if you want to join, go right ahead. That's what it's there for. So anyway, I will update again next week. And if you're on my Facebook page, I'll do updates whenever something happens. It's a lot easier than doing a video. So anyway, thanks for watching and keep y'all updated. Thanks guys. Bye.